So get settled in, find a blanket, some blocks. So let's start some warm up. As if more people are going to join, we can do it. So move your body a little bit before to open up your chest, to open up your ribs. Go ahead and move your neck from side to side. So go ahead and turn your head to the right, to the left. Turn your head to the right, look to the right, look to the left. Look up if you don't have any cough or throat problems. Look down all the way. See if your chin can touch the chest. Go bring your right arm up and give a nice little side stretch. Come back. Left arm up. Nice stretch. One more time. Right arm up. Stay there and see. Just observe your breathing today. See what you feel. See what part feels tight. Go lift the left arm. Give a little push. See what you feel here. We're going to do a spine twist. So turn your body towards the back on the right side. Bring your right hand back. Left hand goes on the right knee. And give a little spine twist. Feel that in your chest. Feel that in your spine. See how your shoulders feel. Come back. Same thing on the other side. So turn your body. And don't force anything. Don't force your body. Don't force your breathing. To see how it feels. This should be a practice every time you're working without an asana for your breathing techniques. Any breathing techniques. Just open up. We'll do a few more here. Go ahead and see if you can kind of like lean down. Feel that opening in the back. In the back of your heart. Back of your upper chest. And come back. Go ahead and reach it on towards your right knee and give it a nice stretch. Come back and go ahead and do it on the left side. Okay, good job everyone. So let's get started. Go ahead and grab your blanket or grab bolster if you need. Come up, sit on it. Again, as always, let's get grounded a little bit. So find, you can close your eyes for this one if you need. Find where the bottom of your seat bones are. See if it feels lifted. Make sure the knees are down. If you are tight, go ahead and use some blocks and give it a nice rest. Once you have that, just bring your hand under your nose and observe your breathing today. Go ahead and do 2 or 3 rounds of breath. And just have a mental note. What kind of breathing you have? Is one nostril stronger or more flowy than the other one? And once you have that, we're gonna start on our belly. Bring your hands on your belly. And let's go ahead and do a belly breathing here. So I'm assuming we know how to do the belly breathing. So go ahead again, bring your hands in, do a nice deep inhale. And let the belly rise in front. I'm going to let you do 2 nice deep breaths. Bring the web space of your hands on the side or the lower part of your ribs. And we're going to do the diaphragmatic breathing. So go ahead and do it on the sideways. So as you inhale, let that forearm or your elbow go outwards. Your belly is going to go up again. That's okay. But you want to observe a little motion in the side of the ribs. Go ahead and do 2 or 3 rounds here on your own. And now bring your hands, cross it on the opposite sides of your clavicle or your collarbone. And as you breathe in, notice if you feel the chest rise, specifically your clavicle or your collarbone rise. Again, go ahead and do 2 or 3 rounds here. All right, bring your hands on your knee, and now that you're warmed up, we're gonna get on today's practice. So today's practice, we're gonna start with Bhastrika, which we did last Sunday to get our belly started to move a little bit. So think of Bhastrika as bellows breath. So you're gonna inhale everything and just suck everything out of your body. So we're gonna do a few rounds of this before our practice today, which is gonna be Kapalbhati later, okay? So watch me if you are not aware how to do it. So you're going to do a nice deep inhale and you go. So it's not a fast motion. It's all the way in, all the way out. Okay, so do it with me if you're ready. Inhale everything as much as you can. Let the belly, let the ribs, let the clavicle, everything fill out. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now both inhale and exhale is happening through your nostrils, so you're not opening your mouth. I am doing that in between just to talk. Make sure you're not doing it, okay? So we're gonna do 5 or 6 rounds. If you do need a catch-up breath, do that on your own, that's totally fine. But let's get that belly heated up. Let's get that energy going. Ready? Go. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now go ahead and do 5 to 10 rounds on your own. I'm going to put a 1-minute timer. Now we're going to start at our own pace. And let's go. Whenever you exhale, come to your habitual breathing. Take a little break, move around if you need to. Take a little sip of water if you need to. do a mouth breathing if you need to. Everything is fair, everything is okay when you are working on these practices. As you get adjusted to your breathing pattern, trying a new technique, and the days you really go deeper inside. So before we go to today's practice, let's go ahead and bring hand under the nostril and just kind of observe how the breathing has changed. I feel more on the right side. If later today sometime you guys can write in the chat window what nostril was more active. I'm curious if the time of the day affects all of our nostril, which it does a lot of times. So please write down at the end of the session which nostril was more active for you. All right. So for today's practice, which is called Kapalbhati, we're going to do the same motion, but we're going to do a small burst of exhale till we are out of breath. Understand, inhale happens naturally. So this is what it looks like. You're going to inhale through your nostrils, through your nose, and you exhale. Now, the practice we did before is really the foundation of this practice. So if you feel like this is too much for today, don't even attempt. We are doing a very short practice because it's very intense. So stay with Bhastrika, stay with the bellows breath that we did, okay? Otherwise, we're going to do 5 or 10 seconds a few times, and then we're going to do a longer one, and we're going to close today's breathing practice. So do a long, deep inhale. Exhale through your nostril. Come back to your habitual breath if you need to. If not, if you're advanced, continue to keep doing inhale is happening naturally. So I'm going to show you a normal round, how it looks like. Again, you can stop, come to your habitual breath. Don't exhaust yourself. Inhale. I can keep going while I'm doing this, but I chose to stop only because I want you guys to see how it is. If you keep doing, sometimes it does feel a little heavy in your head. So you can come back and stop on your own. I could have gone another 30 seconds. So we're going to do 2 more rounds of this, and then we're going to go to our yoga class. So if you have joined right now for the yoga class, get comfortable. We are almost finishing our breathing. If you are warmed up, you can join us in our breathing. So let's do 1 more round here. Inhale and exhale. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, go in whichever position you need to go in. I'm gonna switch off the camera for a minute as I adjust my computer for our yoga practice. So as always, we're gonna come to any seated position you're comfortable. So I like to start my practice in hero's pose or virasana, but you can do cross-leg sitting or any sitting or lying down position if you would prefer. So today's class will focus on Manipura, which is our belly chakra, which really helps with digestion, everything with the gut. The root word is Ram. So we're going to start our practice with chanting Ram. The intent of this chakra is I do. So have an intent as you close your eyes, get ready for your practice today. Claim something that you've been wanting to do. Tell yourself that I have done it. And with that intention, close your eyes or look down, maybe have a soft gaze. On exhale, we're going to do 3 rounds of Ram. So inhale, Ram. 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 You can open your eyes softly and let's get ready for today's practice. So we're going to start today's practice in tabletop position or balancing table. So come up here. Now, find your wrist right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are going to be right underneath your hips. Your body is nice and straight. I want you to work on the Uddiyana Bandha, which is your belly button. So we're going to just do a few, tuck your belly in and let it go. Tuck your belly in and let it go. And a few rounds of this, we are going to use this concept a lot today. So I want you to know what it is. So it's called Uddiyana Bandha. It's a lock of your belly where we really activate everything in our gut. So Uddiyana Bandha, go ahead. Chin is neutral. You're not looking too in, just looking straight, 2 or 3 feet in front of you. Wrists are nice and supported. If at any time it feels too much weight bearing, just take a little break and come to child pose. So go ahead and just tuck your belly and let it go. Tuck your belly and let it go. All right, now that we have the concept, we're going to start our cat and cow. So go ahead and drop your belly and look up. And then lift your spine up and look down. Your gaze is on your belly button. Your breath is out of your body. And we're going to do this in synchronous manner, a few rounds of this. So inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, exhale. We're going to come in our first down dog here. So curl your toes in and go halfway. If you don't have that flexibility right now, just come up and see how you feel just for a second and see where your body is. Come down in tabletop again. And let's go ahead and settle down a little bit in child pose. Don't have any expectation. Just see how your body is. See how your breath is. Today's practice is a little advanced, so if your body is not warmed up or ready for it, just do what you can. Don't push it to the end range of this practice. I will suggest do the pose, maybe not in its full expression. Let's come back in tabletop or balancing table. We're going to go in Anjaneyasana. So let's go ahead and bring your right leg forward in between both your hands. So the right foot is forward. Both your arms are nice and up. You're stretching here. See, the stretch should be in the left hip muscles in the front. You should be able to freely move your right toes. And observe your breath here for one round. Maybe squeeze your shoulder blades in the back. And go in a little deeper stretch if you have the ability. So one more round in a deeper stretch. Bring your left arm on your left hand on your right knee and see if you can bring the right hand touch the back toes of your left leg. Just for a second, we're trying to stretch our legs for our practice today. One more breath. Come back, both hands are down. The right leg is nice and straight, and we're going to try to get a little stretch in your hamstrings. So you can prefer to sit down if you want. You can stay here. You can try to go reach forward. Whatever you're doing, the stretch should only be in the back of your right leg. Try to get that stretch a little bit. One more breath. Go deeper if you can. And come back. We're going to go back in tabletop position. If you need to go in child pose, just take a little breath there or just be here. And again, go ahead and do the Uddiyana Bandha or tighten that belly here. Because the tight the core is, it's going to make everything easy for any pose, especially today's practice. One more round of inhale. Exhale. Anjanyasana on the other leg. So left foot goes between both the hands. Both hands goes up. Stay here for a round of inhale and exhale. You're going to stretch a little deeper. You should still be able to wiggle the left toes and see if you can feel that deeper stretch a little bit in the front of your right hip. As you get comfortable, right hand comes on the left knee. Left hand goes and tries to grab the right toes. And see if you have that. If you don't have that, don't worry about it. Just stay here. And that's totally fine. Use your breath to get more range. If you are already here, you can go ahead and push that left knee out a little bit. Keep stretching. Stay there as long as you can. Come back, drop those toes. We're going to do the hamstring stretch here. Straighten that left leg. Again, you can lean down all the way if you want. Touch your toes if you want. Sit down if you need. Wherever you are today, the goal is just to get a little stretch in the back of your left leg. Send 2 nice deep breaths here. All right, let's come back in tabletop position. Let's go ahead and child pose. Rest for 1 breath. Come back in tabletop, balancing table, down dog from here. You're gonna curl your toes, come up on your legs. See how you feel this time. Is the legs warmed up a little bit? If not, maybe pedal your knees a little bit, pedal your legs a little bit and get that little extra range. The hands are nice spread out here. Weight bearing is through the front of your wrist. If your heel can touch the ground, that's great. The tailbone is facing the sky. The spine is as straight as you can. Drop the head down. Your gaze is towards your toes. Stay here for a few seconds. Anybody else, if you have wrist pain, just avoid that longer hold here. We're going to come in forward plank here. So drop your body forward and see if you can have a little plank position here. Uddiyana Bandha, everyone. So tighten the core and go back in down dog. We're going to do 1 more round. Come back and go back in down dog. We're going to stay here for half a breath, hop, or come to the front of the mat, walking. Your weight is off. This is a good space to grab your block if you don't have the flexibility. And go ahead and just use the block. Feel that stretch from your hips. Your legs should be a little warmed up here. Use your hands on your knees and come to tabletop position. Nice and straight spine. And then drop yourself all the way down. Arms to the side. Sway your arms up. And come to prayer position. And then hands in Tadasana. One more round. Bend your knees. Come up. Come down in prayer position. And then hands in Tadasana. Good job. So as we are resting, we're going to go in warrior one. So come up to the front of the mat. Bring your right leg back. Both arms go up. And your legs should be warmed up enough that it's really about the upper body at this point. So go ahead and squeeze your shoulder blade. Raise your arms up. Feel the chest opening. Make sure the front knee or the left knee is towards the pinky toe. Again, the toes are nice and free. We're going to go in warrior two. Go ahead and arms are facing to the side. They're nice and straight. The back leg gets to turn a little bit, halfway parallel to the mat. And your body is nice and straight. Chest is facing forward. Take a gaze to the back hand first. Sometimes it kind of like falls down, so make sure you're watching it. You're going to go in your ball triangle from here. Again, be prepared to watch me if you need or grab a block. We're going to grab a block if you need nothing. The front leg is nice and straight. You're going to turn the body on the opposite side or grab a block here. Get a little flexibility. Gaze is towards the left fingers, towards the sky. Do a few rounds of breath here. Both hands are on the floor. Left leg goes back. We're going to go in for our first chaturanga for the day. So come to forward plank. Drop down, chaturanga. Lift your chest up in cobra or bhujangasana. Curl your toes in. Go in tabletop, child pose or down dog. Whatever practice is comfortable for you. Hop or come to the front of the mat. Both arms up. Left leg goes back for warrior one. Chest is nice and back. Arms are going up. Front toes are nice and relaxed. Right knees towards the right toes. One more breath here. Warrior two. Chest is facing forward. Take a gaze to the back fingers. Front knee or the right knees towards your pinky toes. Leg, the toes are parallel to the mat. We're gonna go do revolve triangle on this side. Turn your body. So again, revolve triangle, use a block, don't need a block. Make sure the left hand is touching the bottom, somewhere in the knee. The front knee is nice and straight. You're looking towards the sky. Feel the opening of your chest. Stay here for a few breaths. And give a little extra stretch and see, can you open that chest? Do you feel the main point of the rotation is your belly? Can you feel the core working right now? Even though it feels everything else is stretching, the core is holding you tight right here. Both hands down. Come back in down dog. We're going to do one more round of chaturanga. Forward plank. Drop your body down. Cobra, bhujangasana, come up. And go in child pose. And take a little break here, everyone. Bring the attention to your intention. What was the word you chose? Was there a task that you're wanting to complete? Did you claim it? Do you still feel it? The word Manipura chakra is I do. Come back, everyone in tabletop position. We're going to use a Dhyani Bandha or our lock that we talked about, our belly lock. So as we do our next, which is more arm and leg balance. I want everyone to shift the weight on the left wrist. As you prepare, lift the right arm up. Make sure your belly button is locked or your Uddiyana Bandha is active. And if this is too much, maybe this is where you want to be today. Otherwise, if you're ready, lift the left leg up. Make sure the toes are facing down. The body is nice, playing a tug of war with your fingers and your toes. You're going away from each other. And again, your gut is what's holding you here. So keep sure that it's active, it's locked. Hold that. One more breath. I know this is not easy. Take a break if you need to. And bring both your hands down. Very good, everyone. I know you're working really good at this, and this is not easy. Get yourself settled in. Bring the body weight shifted on the right wrist. Again, lift the left arm up. Activate your Uddiyana Bandha. Tighten that belly. Lift the right leg up. Toes are facing down. Fingers are nice spread out. Again, a tug of war. Have hyperextended elbow like I do. Make sure you have a little soft elbows. You don't want to go in that hyperextension to avoid that ligament issue in future, okay? So push, stretch, and then bring it down, everyone. Very good. If you need a little break, this is a good time for another child pose. If not, then we're going to try to bring ourselves in seated position. Bring both your legs up, nice and forward. Relax. Again, if you are tight, it's okay to keep it like this here. We're going to go in bow pose. We're going to prepare ourselves to bring both our arms up here. And wherever you are today, maybe you're going to be up here and that's okay. Maybe you're going to be up here. Maybe you just want to be here. Maybe you want to be here. Maybe you want to be here, okay? So wherever you are, let's go ahead. Activate our Uddiyana Bandha, tighten that belly, get ready. Focus, your gaze is facing towards your hands. Your hands are facing towards the sky at an angle, both your legs or one leg is some kind of motion towards going towards the sky. Activate your breath. Watch your spine here. Don't have a rounded back. 1, 2, keep that spine, breathe, and rest. Good job, everyone. Find your way to lying down. Lay on your back. We're going to prepare our body to do a bridge pose here. So think of bridging in this relation to your Manipura chakra as you're opening or stretching, even though it's a spine strengthening pose. So bring both your feet on the mat. Bring both your hands on the mat. Your head is rested. And find that Uddiyana Bandha. Think of your belly button and there is a cord that's pulling. So lift everything up. Lift everything up. The weight is on your heels. Maybe the upper part of your weight is on your shoulders, your neck, your head. Stay there for a second. Come back down. One more round here. And this time we're going to focus on our breathing. So go ahead, bring it up. Inhale. 2 rounds of breath. And everyone relax. If you have, stay where you are. If you have a little backward plank practice in your practice, I'm going to highly suggest come back halfway. Use your hands facing your toes And using the bridge pose, same concept, everyone go ahead and lift up here. A reverse table, a backward plank, reverse plank. And let that Uddiyani Bandha, let that gut, let that Manipura chakra really stretch out. Most of the weight is on your hands here, the leg is just supporting. But if you have an active or strong gut, you will be able to hold this up. If you feel like you're dropping down, I will say just stay in your bridge pose. 2 rounds here. Everyone relax, calm down. And if you were already in the bridge pose, keep laying down on your back. If you were in reverse plank, go back and lay on your back. Use this time to bring back your breath. We did a few poses to involve a lot of rotation, and see how your body feels. Bend both your knees here. And go ahead and draw both your knees towards the right side. The left shoulder is still touching the ground. Feel the tension, the stretch, the opening in towards your belly. How again, core acts as the center point of this line that you're making between your knees to the opposite shoulder. Send a nice deep breath here. Come back to the center. Drop both your knees to the left side. Again, the right shoulder stays on the ground. And again, see, do you make a straight line from the knees to the opposite shoulder? Does it cross the belly or the belly button? And if not, maybe that's something you need to work on or practice on. Stay here for another round of breath. Bring both your legs back up. Grab your right knee and hug it towards your right shoulder. You can let the left leg go down. Bypass the belly and maybe bring all the way close to the right shoulder. So open that hip socket and pass it through the belly. It does help to massage the organs in our belly. So this is a really good stretch. Stay here for one breath. Go down, grab the other leg, left knee to the left shoulder, bypass the stomach, open the hip socket, and your rectum is right here on this side. So if you have any digestion issue, this is a good spot to really create a deep massage. Give it a nice push. And go down. Let the legs be nice and relaxed. Now bring the right knee up. I want you to grab both hands behind the right knee. Sorry, the right leg up, both hands behind right knee. And see if you can lift up a little bit of your head. If not, just stay here, but just lift the head up because I want the core to still work for you. So it looks like a stretch, but you're activating again those core, deep core. Let the foot and the toes flex a little bit towards you. Bring everything down. Left leg up, left toes towards you. Head is raised up. Maybe shoulder blades are up if you can. If not, then just rest your upper body. Just lift your neck up. Feel that stretch. And rest. Very good, everyone. Both knees are bent. Both legs are up. We're going to go in happy baby pose. Grab the hands to the outside or the inside of the foot. So I'm going to work on the inside today, but feel free to stay on the outside of the foot just because I'm trying to create more centered motion from my belly. And this is how you can kind of change and put variation in the same pose that we do every time. So open up the hips as much as you can. Again, my elbows are more aiming towards my belly. I am feeling my belly button here. Give it a little massage on your spine by rolling back and forth on the ground. Both your feet together, bring it on the floor. If there was any pose that your body was itching at this point, go ahead and do that. We'll stay here for 1 or 2 seconds while we prepare for Shavasana. Otherwise, get settled, grab a blanket if you need to. And go ahead and lay down. Relax your body. All the way down. Let the breathing come back to its habitual. Start relaxing your toes, taking all that weight. Relax your toes, relax the sole of your foot. Relax your heel and let everything just go, melt in the ground. Relax back of your calves. Relax your knees. Bring attention to your thighs. They took a lot of work today. Let them relax. Completely let them melt. Bring attention to your pelvis. Let everything just melt down. Bring attention to your belly. I do. Bring that intention back. Let every organ in that belly, every emotion in that belly relax. Accept for how things are. And just let everything melt today, right in this moment. Feel the relaxation. Feel the melting. Bring attention to your chest. Bring attention to your collarbone. Maybe you can hear your heartbeat here. And let everything just relax in this moment. Let the shoulder blades touch the floor. Relax it. Let it melt. Relax the back of the neck. Relax back of the head. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Let it drop down if it's sealed. Maybe let the tongue touch the palate. Let the eyeballs relax in the eye socket. Feel the forehead nice and relaxed. Like there is no worry, no tension. This is the moment you're living for. Today and always. Let the whole arm, your hands, your elbows just melt in this moment. Relax the whole body. Slowly bring attention to your body. Observe your breathing. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Do a little stretch. Bring your arms up over your head. Stretch the toes. Give a nice stretch to your whole body, stretching your belly as you stretch both ends of your body. Turn to the right side. Maybe one hand is supporting your head on the right side and come in a fetal position. Fetal position is a sign of a new beginning. And let this moment be a new sign to start your day and your chapter today. Keeping your eyes closed, if you haven't already, push through your left hand and come to sitting. Make yourself stable. Bring back your intention of this practice. We're going to end our practice again with chanting 3 rounds of Ram. You can choose to just listen or say it with all of us. With an exhale. Ram. Now so much, everyone, for coming today, sharing this practice with me. I hope this made a difference and it will in your life. May the light in me respect the light in you. Thank you so much. Ground yourself before you leave. Cover yourself before you leave to preserve the energy that you created today. Thank you, everyone.